Welcome to another edition of Sports Arena right here on MYBET.AFRICA TV. My name is Nakwame. Today I want to take you into the Ghana Premier League. But before, let me just acknowledge my Kiribus and Kiribabs in the building. I have Benedict here. I have Vincent here. And of course, I have Cinema like Francis. Francis is our system man here. Number one system man is here in the building. Let's talk about the Ghana Premier League. We already know that Samatex have won the league. I mean, they've won it. There's nothing you can do or say right now.
Brilliant team.
They have won the league. And this their first promotion. This is their promotion, right?
This is their second season in the Ghana Premier League.
Interesting.
So, you see, if you look at SC Samatex 1996, you know it's a timber firm, Samatex company.
It's like...
The club has been there. But for one reason or the other, in the past 3 seasons, the CEO of the company have just decided to pump extra money into the football club. And now if you listen to him, he feels like it's the right decision he has taken because the football club has exposed the timber firm the more. So more businesses are coming on board. And in Central Sports Stadium, it's a den. The entire season, they lost only one match. And that was a rearranged game that they started playing like on Sunday. Got rained off and they had to play it on Monday morning and then they lost the game to Nations FC. Aside that, every single team that stepped their foot into the Central Stadium has been put to the sword. They scouted brilliantly when they qualified into the Ghana Premier League. They went into the camp of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, saw a certain Emmanuel Keyeke, a winner of the Ghana Premier League. His contract wasn't renewed at Kumasi Asante Kotoko. They brought him. They came to House of Folk, James Sewonu, Kwame Ban and co, they recruited all those players to their club. Then last season, it was, you have to be stabilized in the league and remain in the league. They did that to perfection. They never flirted with relegation. Pre-season, they saw the deficiencies in the team and they recruited wisely. They went to Sky FC to buy the top scorer across the 3 zones in Division 1 in Baba Hamadou Musa. He scored 22 goals for them. They recruited him and brought him to Samatex. They went to Tema. Richmond Daku wasn't playing league. He was just there. They recruited Richmond Daku to partner Emmanuel Keyeke at the heart of their midfield. Then they got Evans Osei-Owusu, floating player for Tema Youth. Then the entire team caught fire. They went to places that they were not supposed to get results to get the results. They came to Accra, the Miyahas, then come here Olympics, then go Mia, Keyeke score some absolute beauty in Doma against Adriana Stars. There people realize that no, this team, they do something. By March week 26, it was clear, and I said it on Star Times during our live Ghana Premier League show that I tipped Samatex from this point in time to win the league. It would take something extraordinary for Samatex to bottle the league. But in my eyes, I've not seen any team that is pushing them to the brink. And lo and behold, they really walk the talk. 2 matches to spare, they've won the league. Champions elect. Now it's just up to professionalism. They've got to finish the season properly. Congratulations to FC Samatex for their achievement this season. For in their second season in the Ghana Premier League, winning the league with 2 matches to spare is not a main fluke kind of a result to chalk in the Ghana Premier League. For Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Hearts of Folk.
Yes, I was coming there. The 2 teams that have really disappointed.
It's a problem for the 2 of them. But this season, Hearts of Folk themselves, they'll pick a clue from all their defeats, from all their way of recruitment, from the way they manage the club. Now they are plunged into a very dangerous and a risky situation. On Sunday evening, under the Accra Sports Stadium floodlights, we are going to have one of the biggest games ever in the history of the Ghana Premier League. It's going to be Accra Hearts of Folk hosting Accra Great Olympics. They are crosstown nemesis.
Accra Derby.
In their last 9 league matches, Hearts of Folk have won only once against the Dade Boys. And Olympics are a team that can make life extremely difficult for any team in the Ghana Premier League. And there is no team in the Ghana Premier League that has different names than Olympics.
Oli Dade,
Oli Rosalinda, Oli Konso, Oli Ashawo, Oli I see you no camp, Oli I will put you to relegation. Sure. If it will depend on House of Folk to get results against Olympics to survive relegation, then I fear for the Phobians. Because he knows that it's not a joke. Heart of Oak just find it extremely difficult to navigate their way around Olympics. And Olympics, no matter how Olympics are playing, when they come against Heart of Oak, it's a different ball game altogether. I don't know whether they've gone to Dahomey in Benin, or they've gone to Nogokpo, or they've gone to my hometown, Sugakope, or wherever. They know how to walk the walk, and they know how to walk
your
the
hometown,
talk.
what did they?
Oh, my hometown there, you don't know the bridge.
I don't know.
River did there. If you go there, we go feel swim you. If you swim, you for cleanse yourself. I don't know whether they go there to cleanse themselves before they come to play against Hearts of Oak. I am telling you, anything apart from a win for Hearts of Oak is putting them in a risky situation to be relegated from the Ghana Premier League. People who tell you that Hearts of Oak cannot be relegated, I want to tell you this. Santos FC, the club that produced World Pele and Neymar, they are relegated currently from the Brazilian Paulista Serie A. They are in the Division 2. Boca Juniors, the club that produced Armando Maradona and co. They've been relegated before. Mino Bafena Bafe Kudan. Hearts of Oak.
What are you saying?
Hearts of Oak.
What did you want to say?
Mino Bafena Bafe Kudan.
What did you want to say?
What do I mean to say? You understand what I'm saying?
No. What you said is not gone.
It's what?
Mini what?
Did they?
Say, I don't know. We did that. What
Has
system
gas. Has for MYBET.AFRICA.
Mini Bafe ni mini.
Mino Bafena Bafe Kudan.
I don't say, what have you done that has never been done before?
Yes.
But that's not what you are saying.
Okay, so say it now properly.
Mini kan. What I want to say. Mini Bafe ni afe kudan.
Oh, I see. So I'm almost there. Thank God you get me.
Mini.
But thanks for the correction.
Mini Obafe ni afe
learning the
kudan.
language.
Yeah.
You see, so they shouldn't say that it's never. It has happened before. If Asofo has go on relegation, big clubs have been relegated before. Manchester have been relegated before. Chelsea have been relegated before. Liverpool. So who are you? It can happen. And this is in their hands are being handcuffed as and now. They have to beat Olympics to free their hand. And on Sunday evening, I'll be at Accra Sports Stadium. Philly Gadochi. It's going to be a blockbuster. And he knows. In the COVID area, we were at the sports stadium together. Even with a cut-off point, people gate crashed the stadium.
Yeah.
But Hearts of Oak, they broke down the gate.
The Mantse Derby there.
And this one, any of them that will lose the game will be relegated. That's how big it is. You think they just put the kickoff at 6 o'clock? Sunday, everything will be at 3. Then they alone, under the floodlight.
Beatings,
it will be live on Star Times.
All right. So, Vincent, let me hear what you have to say. Let's dwell on the Hearts of Oak and Kotoko.
Yes. But, okay. This season, the Ghana Premier League, it has given us, a lot of, results, a lot of upsets, and never be brain. We saw Dreams FC playing very well in Africa, and due to that, they had only Mediama. Due to that, they had a lot of outstanding games.
Yeah.
And these outstanding games are Mediama and Dreams FC. They haven't been able to, get the best out of these outstanding games. If Mediama had, the opportunity to, win all these outstanding games, Mediama would have won the league. Yes. And right now, Dreams FC is also battling relegation, whether you like it or not. And see, we are almost focusing on Asante Kotoko and Hearts of Oak. But you see, when you look at the league log right now, from number 9 on the league log, which is Lagos Cities, to Great Olympics, who is 15th right now. If that is the 16th place to Karela and Great Olympics, anybody can be relegated. Because already we know that Bofa Kwatano and Rio Tamale United are already gone. And Lagos Cities are 9th on the league log currently.
But they still stand a chance of being relegated.
We're going to Kwano over the weekend.
Yes, they have 44. Asante Kotoko,
43.
10th right now, they have 43. Bibiani Gold Stars, 11th, they have 43. Dreams FC, 42. Hearts of Oak, Dreams FC and Olympics, they will play, so the outcome will change.
Yeah.
The league log currently, but then they are 12 on the league log with 42. Hearts of Oak with 41. Heart of Lions, 41. Great Olympics 40. And with all these teams, there's only one team currently, Mitchell say he has the chance of escaping because he had a game in hand, which is Dreams FC. Which is Dreams FC. He'll play against Accra Lions, RTU, and the last game is also, a dicey game against Adriana. So you look at all these teams, now share remaining matches are in that form. So you let me focus on Accra Asante and Kotoko right now. But all these teams I'm mentioning, Heart of Lions, they've been unbeaten in their last 8 games. But looking at their last 2 games in that form against Legon Cities, who are also in that same zone. So what I say, and against Brekum Chelsea. So it's a nearby Heart of Lions. Aside that, you look at Great Olympics. He also has honestly Heart of Folk Bebo. Apart from Heart of Folk Olympics in the Bebo, you also play against Royal Tamale United at Oko and also against Only Dreams also Ebo. So with Olympics, the match against Heart of Folk is the decider for Great Olympics. Because they know that I see the relegation. So they will find any possible ways to win that game. Look at Kotoko's last game. Kotoko will play against RTU and Kotoko will play against Bofakwatano, which I can pointedly say Kotoko will win those 2 games. Yes.
Kotoko against
RTU and Bofakwatano.
The last time Kotoko scored RTU in Tamale was 2013.
Bro. Never see. There's first time for
Tamale United. They've moved from Tamale to Nairobi these days.
But as you were talking about that the other time, history comes into games. And Kotoko
it's true
is
that Heart
very
of Folk
poor
and
when it
Kotoko
comes to
struggles
away
against
games.
RTU whenever they travel. That one, you can't take it away from them.
We last 2 games, so I feel like
RTU
on
than
points,
Sunderland.
on paper and everything, with these 2 teams they already relegated. I don't see Kotoko, dropping more than 2 points in these 2 games. Look at Hearts of Folk last 2 games. They will play against Great Olympics.
And they'll go and play
And their last
against
game, they will
Pechem.
go to Pechem.
And they
Mamma
are
mia.
winless in 12 years.
Pechem. Forget. Pechem. Unless they be a...
Bechim is on 7. So the results wouldn't affect Bechim like
But
that.
Pechem and Hearts of Folk and Concussion. If you know the history between these 2 clubs, so Hearts of Folk, no Kobobo, now who they were, the tension we're giving them, forget. So I think, with the situation in the Ghana Premier League right now from number 9 to 16, I count 1 slot. You say teams.
Oh, it's true.
Is it right now?
Everybody's fighting for that slot.
Right now, let me tell you, it's Karela, Hearts of Lions, Hearts of Folk, Great Olympics.
Dreams.
These are the Dreams will go. Dreams still have 1 outstanding game.
Yeah,
to
so
play
let's say
against.
BBN.
So it will be. You see these 4 clubs I've mentioned. You can pin it on the one of them will join those 3. Hearts of Lions, Hearts of Folk, Great Olympics, Karela.
Even BBN's last 2 games, he will play against Mediama and also Legon Cities, who's also falling into those teams. So I say, teams now, they are in that zone. All their remaining 2 matches or 3 matches are, very crucial. It's also your tough matches. So with this, I think wow, BKP. We'll next games, you have a chance of qualifying. So be a destination is same. And you have calculations. If Hearts of Folk draw against the Olympics or win against RTU,
All right.
no calculations.
Bernard, let's hear what you have to say.
Okay, so as Vicente was saying, from 9th to 16th is only 4 points between them. And if you are looking at this thing, it's a good thing for the Ghana League because I think it brings the euphoria of people getting to look at games coming in because they want to check their opponents, check other clubs to see if they are winning and also. But with the big clubs, as we are talking about, Hearts and Kotoko, they've really disappointed their fans, especially because these are the 2 traditional clubs we were expecting them to at least be fighting for the top
League
place
title.
and not fighting for who is going on relegation. It's off for us, especially with the league and the names they've made in Africa. But looking at their games coming up, Hearts going to Olympics, we know that it's a tough game. It's a whole derby on its own. And if we are putting the derby aside, it's a game that would decide who would go on relegation.
Who may be.
Maybe.
Because
So
the other teams might also just lose guarded.
but between them, if Olympics is to lose that game, meaning they are pushing themselves down because they are on the 15th position. So this is a game, it will be a very difficult game, especially for Hearts of Oak, looking at their pedigree and going into a game like this. And I don't think Olympics would also feel they will just sit down for Hearts of Oak to beat them. So Hearts needs to up their game, Olympics needs to up their game. Looking at Kotoko, Kotoko is one club I think they've really disappointed this season because we all thought Ogum coming back and he winning the league at least would bring that energy to put them up again. But fighting around 9th to 15th is a big worry for Kotoko. And he coming back, we had news of he saying there are other clubs chasing him, but he feels Kotoko is the right job he needs to pick up. And if you are looking at Kotoko this season, their last away win was in December 2023. And they've not won away till now. And going to away, that is Royal Tamale United. And with that one too, their last win there was in 2013. So this is a big problem for Kotoko. No winning away games now, traveling, and also a place you are going, you don't even get to win there at all. Your last win was in 2013. So this is something they need to work on. But I don't see Kotoko. I see Kotoko out of the relegation battle. And Haas being one of the club, as Francis said, nobody is above relegation. So they need to up their game in their 2 matches and also get the result. So with these two clubs, generally they've disappointed the league, but the relegation battle thing is also bringing that euphoria around the league, which is also good.
All right, so let's talk about the Kotoko goalkeeper issue as well. I mean, the recall. Do you think it was right for them to call him back?
It's necessary. You know, you can't go into, it's FIFA standard. You can't go into a football match with one goalkeeper. It's got to be two because anything can happen at any time. You understand? Kumasi Asante Kotoko has 3 goalkeepers at their registered goalkeepers and then probably some under 17. I don't know the permutations. It's Moise Puate, Danlad, and then Frederick Asari. Danlad is the club captain currently and was the first goalkeeper. Went to the World Cup, came back. Frederick Asari went there from Accra Lions as a free goalkeeper. He worked his way out and managed to put himself on top now to be the number 1 choice goalkeeper, relegating the club captain and the longest serving goalkeeper to the bench. He has been struggling to overtake him back and then get his position, but it wasn't working. So the guy woke up and said psychologically he's not in the good frame of mind to go and mount the goalpost. So it was left with only Moise Puati. The coach spoke to him on the training ground, went to his residence, spoke with him. The boy said, no, I can't play. I don't have the right mentality. I'm not okay. So they had to recall the guy from the Black Stars camp to come and play. He went and they lost the game to Accra Great Olympics. So it's player. It's human being. You don't know what is happening with him. Maybe he's having his emotional problems. Maybe he's having financial problems that he doesn't want to disclose or his personal problem. So if a player comes out clearly like this, you don't put him in the... What if you put him, they even give him back pass and he's standing there, he's off and the ball bypass him to enter the goal? Will you say it's match fixing? So I think the goalkeeper did the right thing by voicing out how he feels. So they had to improvise. So in my eyes, I don't think we should take this thing extraordinary. He was rather honest to himself and the club. That's what I can say about this.
All right, any final words before we wrap up the conversation, Vicente?
Well, with the recalling of Frederick Asari, I think it was a decision made by, both parties to recall the goalkeeper. And I saw a story today that Danlad Ibrahim, the reason why they recalled Frederick Asari was that Danlad Ibrahim is also say he has some psychological problems currently. And as I'm speaking right now, Kotoko has called their 4th choice goalkeeper who was unknown to come back so that he will be in the post with other goalkeeper because you cannot go into a game with just one goalkeeper. So I think it was the right call. And besides, Kotoko played, although they didn't win that game, but it doesn't mean that they called Frederick Asari, and when Frederick came, they lost.
They lost.
The game wasn't like we are calling Frederick so that we can win the game. That wasn't the issue. The issue was, beyond that, we are calling Frederick. If Frederick is not there, we cannot win. Because this is Danlad, who is the captain of the team, who was the first choice goalkeeper, part of Ghana's, World Cup squad, and a lot of, and right now, players, their form drop it. And right now, Frederick is on form, but the fact that Frederick is not in the team doesn't mean that I cannot keep the team again. This is the lad who was the main goalkeeper for Kotoko when Kotoko won the league last year or last 2 years ago. So I think it was the right decision for the team to do that. And right now they have recorded the fourth choice goalkeeper who was on loan to come and help the other goalkeepers available. So I don't see anything wrong about that.
Right?
Yeah. So calling the goalkeeper, as everyone is saying, there is no problem with that, because sometimes we look at players from a different perspective where we feel like they're on the field, they are playing, they are enjoying, they are making money, everything, but they have personal issues. They are going through a lot. And we've seen players voicing out. We saw, I think, before the season end, Richarlison even came out and also voiced out that he was going through a lot.
Yeah.
So sometimes we need to understand this. They are also humans. They would have form, their form can skyrocket high. So they calling him was a perfect thing, because I don't think he would even be the one imposed against Mali. So he coming back to help his club was perfect.
All right.
The fourth choice goalkeeper is Fatal Seydou. I forgot
Fatal
the name.
Seydou.
Yeah.
All right. So you can also continue the conversations wherever you are. We're watching us from on YouTube, on TikTok, wherever platform that you're watching us on. Just drop a comment and let's see what you think about Kotoko and has the possibility of them being relegated. Who do you think is going to be relegated? I'm going to say from the 9th position to like the end. Like
4 points between them.
4 points between them, and then anybody will go. So let us know who you think is going to be relegated this season. Already 2 teams seem to be on their way to relegation.
And this Sunday, let's all meet at Accra Sports Stadium under the floodlights.
And watch the Mantse Derby.
It unfold right there in front of our eyes.
Great Olympics versus Accra Hatofok happening this weekend. Thank you so much for watching us today on MYBET.AFRICA. This has been an amazing show. Thank you so much, Francis. Thank you so much, Benedict, and of course, Vincent. Thank you to the production team as well. Thank you so much for choosing us as your #1 sports center. My name is Kwame, and enjoy the rest of our programs.